In a gaming landscape dominated by blockbuster giants, it's the underdogs, those AA teams with far smaller budgets, that are stealing the spotlight. We're seeing it with games like Black Myth Wukong, a Plague Tale series, Hellblade series, Lies of P, Clair Obscur Expedition 33, games that prove you don't need a 9-figure budget to deliver worlds, stories, and technical polish once thought exclusive to AAA companies. The latest example? Echoes of the End. It is one of the most visually stunning debuts of 2025, with jaw-dropping environments and cinematic presentation that gives several AAA titles a run for their money. And now with the game finally released, we get to dive in and experience what makes it stand out. Echoes of the End is set in the shattered land of Aima, once ruled by a mighty empire but now teetering on the brink of war. You play as Rin, a formidable vestige born with volatile, ancient magic. During what should have been a routine patrol with her brother Kor, the two are ambushed by soldiers from the neighboring kingdom of Rygandal. In the chaos, Kor is captured, and Rin is rescued by Abram Finley, a brooding scholar who becomes her unlikely ally. Now, the two must work together, Rin to save her brother, and Abram to uncover Rygandal's conspiracy before open conflict ignites. At the heart of this story is their partnership. These initially unaligned characters must learn to trust each other, facing danger, betrayal, and impossible odds along the way. It's a narrative built on themes of trust, sacrifice, and redemption, unfolding across 10 meticulously crafted cinematic chapters. So yes, Echoes of the End is not an open-world game, and that's actually a good thing. Instead of being padded with endless side quests, the focus stays firmly on the main story, which greatly boosts immersion. The task at hand always feels urgent and important, and I really appreciate that. The world itself draws heavily from real Icelandic landscapes. Myrkur Games used a process called photogrammetry, taking hundreds of high-resolution photographs of real locations and feeding them into specialized software to generate incredibly accurate 3D models. If you want to see exactly how they pulled this off, the developers have released a behind-the-scenes video walking through the entire process. I highly recommend checking it out and subscribing to their channel. And while you're at it, a sub to my channel would send some very welcome echoes my way. Development of Echoes of the End began all the way back in 2016, marking a 9-year journey from concept to release. Along the way, Myrkur Games partnered with publisher Deep Silver, the same company behind Metro, Dead Island, and Saints Row. The team was determined to hit blockbuster-level production values. They scanned their voice actors as digital doubles and combined this with extensive motion capture work to achieve a level of photorealism rarely seen from a debut studio. Under the hood, Echoes of the End runs on Unreal Engine 5, with the developers creating bespoke pipelines for both full performance capture and photogrammetry. But achieving this kind of realism came with its own set of challenges. For example, perfectly scanning a mountain or rock may look amazing, but it can create problems for gameplay. Players still need clear visual cues for climbable ledges, collectible items, or interactive objects. Striking the right balance between authentic detail and functional design meant multiple iterations and countless refinements. The same was true for the acting performances. Film-style subtlety doesn't always translate well to a game camera. In early tests, expressions that looked fine on a movie set came across as flat or unreadable in-game. The team had to adapt, enhancing key facial animations so emotions would register clearly without losing that grounded cinematic feel. In the end, the effort paid off. Echoes of the End delivers visuals and presentations that easily stand alongside major AAA productions. It's yet another example of how smaller studios using Unreal Engine 5 are turning heads with production values once thought exclusive to the biggest names in the industry. Echoes of the End blends fast-paced combat, physics-driven puzzles, and cinematic exploration into one seamless adventure. At its heart is Rin's fluid mix of swordplay and devastating magic. Imagine if Ezio Auditore had been reborn in a mystical world. You'll chain light and heavy attacks, pull off perfect counters, and then flip the fight with powers like gravity manipulation. The dynamic between Rin and her companion Abram is key, similar to what we've seen in a Plague Tale series or the new God of War games. Abram isn't just tagging along, he's actively fighting beside you, solving puzzles, triggering switches, and even performing unlockable combo attacks as your bond strengthens. Traversal and puzzles keep things varied. Rin can sprint, climb, and even slide down steep slopes like a momentum-filled action hero similar to Atlas Fallen sliding mechanics. Across the game's 10 chapters, the challenges keep evolving, from clashing with human soldiers to facing towering monsters, all while navigating treacherous, ever-changing landscapes together. I absolutely love Echoes of the End. The story grabbed me from the very first chapter and never let go. Every twist kept me invested, and the characters feel genuinely alive. It's rare to find a game that balances great gameplay with such a compelling narrative. but this one truly nails it. Honestly, it's a serious contender for Game of the Year. Echoes of the End delivers exactly what it promises, a cinematic, AAA quality adventure, crafted by a small Icelandic studio. Myrkur Games has proven that AA developers can put major studios to shame, just like we've seen with Wukong, Hellblade, Lies of P, and many others. This game combines a touching story with impressive visuals. If you enjoy the emotional depth of A Plague Tale or the raw Nordic grandeur of Hellblade, then Echoes of the End should definitely be on your list. It launched on August 12, 2025, and judging by early reactions, it only strengthens the case that indie and AA teams are nipping at the heels of big-budget studios. If you like this deep dive, please hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to catch more reviews and previews. And while you're here, don't forget to check out our video on V Rising for another look at a fantastic recent game. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.